Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fleet Command as we continue the single missions. Today we will be doing Iraqi Strike, the last one-star single mission. Conduct a Tomahawk cruise missile strike against a secret chemical weapons plant.
A well-run ship is like a smooth machine, precise, efficient. Everybody does their job. The art of command comes from bringing order to chaos. Battle by its very nature is chaotic.
Mission tasking. Upon receipt of weapons release orders, conduct preemptive Tomahawk strike mission against Iraqi target. Detailed tasking message and targeting package will be supplied in follow-on communications. Do not engage civilian aircraft. Alright, first thing we're doing is launching the Alert 5 aircraft. We're going to bring up a bunch more Hornets to Alert 15. Prowlers, we are launching 2, bringing 2 others to Alert 15. Seahawk on Alert 5 for rescue mission.
Can do.
Get out of here.
Emergency emitter bearing 200 out.
We're going to light up like a Christmas tree because they're already launching their attack. And unfortunately, this comes from a period... Oh, fuck. That was probably the wrong one. This comes from a period of time when the U.S. and the West in general didn't have, like, a ton of information on Russia's stuff yet. And so all they had was, like, their overhyped bullshit. Which, of course, they claim that their adder outperformed the AMRAAM, and in reality, that's not quite true. Especially these early versions. I mean, they were more even back then. Curiously enough, our Ticonderoga doesn't have any helicopters on board.
We'll do out.
Alright, let's bring their radars on.
9529. Engage track 9520. Affirmative out. It's toast. Missile track 9520.
Alright, take them out, boys.
Can do.
Alright, that's a backfire.
Track 9528.
Damn.
High priority tasking received.
High priority tasking will have to wait. This guy, I have a feeling he's going to be hostile with how low he is.
Track 9517 is neutral air.
Alright. Then move up north to support.
Emergency racket bearing 200.
Alright, well, they're taking shots at us. They're hopefully not dodging these guys.
Emergency emitter bearing 200. Emergency emitter bearing 200. Can do. Roger. Will do.
Okay, we get it. Alright, there's a frog foot.
9. Emergency racket bearing 325. Take track 9523. Can do. Roger. Out. Missile away. Track. Engage track 9523.
Alright.
Affirmative.
Evade, evade.
I'm hit and breaking up.
God damn it. Well, let's see how effective he is. Our AMRAAM should be within pretty close range.
Track 9520.
Nope, they just fail. There we go. We got him at least. That's a mutual. MiG-25 Foxbat. Dear God. Yeah, I really wish we had F-14s for this mission.
Take track 9520.
Alright.
Will do.
Let's bring them on in. Let's launch 2 more. Please don't be stuck. We'll launch 2 more Hornets.
Aircraft off the deck. Wilco.
Okay, it looks like he's moving. And then with those, let's pull 1 to the Alert 5 for now. We'll pull another one later. This guy might be just a regular civilian airliner. All right. So we got one. All right, I need you
Affirmative.
up there. You keep doing what you're doing. And then let's launch 2 more prowlers.
Launch aircraft. Roger out.
It's history. Taking track 9520. Will do. Roger out. Missile away. Track 9520.
Okay, be careful because that civilian's wandering into the line of fire.
Affirmative out. Out. Can do. Roger.
So we're gonna have to keep our tracks clear to make sure that we don't accidentally hit a civilian, because they are known to be fuckwads. Put it mildly, and it is always your fault.
Will do.
All right, let's bring these guys over. Let's bring you over there.
Can do. Roger. Out.
I've got him. Taking track 9520. It's history. Kill track 9520. Will do. Out. Weapon away. Track
All right.
9520. Roger. Can do.
So it looks like we're going the right way.
Roger out. Affirmative. Affirmative out.
I need you to get in closer.
Roger out.
All right, come on. What did he launch? An Alamo. Okay, so that's semi-active radar homing. He's turned away, so in theory, this should actually just not be working. But, of course, it doesn't work like that for some reason. Return to the station. I don't need you. Why are you going that way?
Can do out. It's history. Kill track 9520. Roger out. Will do.
They're deliberately using that civilian as a shield.
Track 9520.
I told you return the station.
Will go out.
Do not engage. We have an air assumed hostile. They're going supersonic. Engage.
Track 9524. Affirmative.
That's pretty much no brainer there. You're transiting. Start jamming him.
Emergency emitter bearing 305. Will do.
Oh, nope. Keep pressing your attack.
Can do. Will do.
Take evasive action. All right. I think now we are clear to engage here.
520 out.
Oh, engage him.
9520.
All right, we lost that one, unfortunately.
9520. Can do out. Weapon away. Track 9520.
Will do.
Missile
Out.
away. Track 9520. It's toast. Engaging track 95. It's history. Take track 9. Birds away. Track 9.
All right. Lay into them.
9520. Roger out. It's history. Take track 952. Missile away. Affirmative out.
You're fucking toast now.
9520.
Missile away. Track
Got him.
520.
All right, we can focus on the. Wow, I almost said on the civilian. Oh,
It's
you.
toast. Taking track 9518.
Okay,
Affirmative
he's
out.
still. These are a bit safer because these older SM2s use a semi-automatic targeting system. So in theory, they should only be going towards the designated target, which in this case is him.
Birds away. Track 952. Track.
I've got him. Taking track.
I don't know why you're turning away. He's still out there.
Can do out. Birds away. Track 9518.
Destroyed. Track 9.
All right, we got a Su-24 fencer. Now identify this guy. I'm not so sure about him.
Will do.
Destroyed.
All right, there goes him. All right, I need you to go there.
Oh. Oh.
All right, let's see. We have you.
Out.
Go there.
Roger.
So I'm sending my prowlers to basically help jam any other incoming aircraft as well as any SAM sites.
Will do. Affirmative. Out.
So we only got a handful of targets left. And now I will be outfitting. Let's get another Hornet on the Alert 5, and let's get 4 Hornets on a strike package. And we will bring those to Alert 15. Now let's take stock here. These guys should be good for a while. We'll send them out.
Will do. Roger. 9, 5, 2, 1.
All right, you come back. Well, not quite yet.
Classified
Investigate
track.
him.
9, 5, 4, 8. Roger. Out.
You guys have some fuel left. You guys can investigate him.
9, 5, 4, 8. Can do.
All right, so we weathered the attack. We managed to take only minor damage. Let's see here. Tasking. High priority tasking message received. Weapons are free. Conduct strike on chemical weapons plant. The chemical plant is located at 3048 North, 4739 East. Engage with 3 Tomahawk land attack missiles from the cruiser USS Monterey. Intel. Expect long-range air-surface cruise missile engagements at any time from Iraqi aircraft. The Iraqis have been known to use commercial air corridors to mask their movement. Nothing else of note here. So, these are the coordinates specified. 3048, 4739.
Kill track 9, 5, 1, 4. Will do. Out. Missile away. Track. Not killing track 9, 5.
3 missiles as instructed.
4.
Returning the station.
Station. Affirmative.
Let's launch 2 of our strike Hornets.
Kick those aircraft off the deck. Wilco out.
Unfortunately, the 1 or 2 aircraft we did lose, the pilots did not bail out. Fortunately, we have taken all of the Iraqi aircraft out, with the exception of some of these unknowns. And we will investigate this facility as well, as I do not take kindly to being attacked. So if we can find their airbase, we're knocking that out 2 orders or not. That is to say, unless they specifically ordered me not to, but they did not specifically order me not to, so. There we go. Now we can launch the other 2 strike aircraft. And this is going to be a bit of a long-range mission for them. But hopefully they have the fuel for that. So you can see they're filled up with Harms and Mavericks. So they can also assist in the suppression of enemy air defenses mission should that become needed as well, which we will see. As we do have our Prowlers heading there. Where's my 4th one? Did I not launch that?
Out. Will do. Roger. Out.
I want him to hurry. All right. So we got 2 more of our strike Hornets, which again, we're just going to send them there. High altitude cruising speed. Try to get the best fuel economy here. Oh, I must have launched them. Let's see one of the aircraft taken out, because there's my Hawkeye. We have 1, 2. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Was he one of the... Maybe he was one of the ones that were taken out. Which would be unfortunate, because EW is a very highly prized asset, but... Oh, we are seeing additional...
Track 9, 5, 4, 8. Identified as hostile air.
Well,
Will do. Out.
All right.
Roger, out. Will do, Roger, out.
All units, jam.
Will do, out. Taking
What are we
track,
dealing with?
9,
Flanker.
5, 4, 8. Can do, Roger, out.
Can do, out. Can do, out.
All right, you guys got to get a move on. All right, he's launching more missiles. You need to
Emergency emitter bag 330.
Roger, out.
hurry up. As do you.
Roger, out.
As do you
Can
two.
do, out. Affirmative.
He's not shooting at you yet. Come on.
It's toast. Killing track, 9, 5, 4, 8. Will do, Roger, out.
Will do, out. Roger.
All right, you guys need to hurry on out of there. Hopefully he gets within range of our jamming soon. Okay, there's another missile. Okay, now you have clearance to
Affirmative, out.
evade. I don't know where the fuck that missile's going off, or if that's even the right information we have there.
Bearing.
Affirmative, out.
All right, turn back in. You return the base.
Returning to base. Will do. Roger, out. It's toast.
You hit him with an AMRAAM.
9, 5, 4.
All right, we found a hostile downed pilot. I don't remember launching an Alert 5 fighter.
Can do, Roger, out.
Well, we're not going to say no to it, I guess. We'll bring another one to the Alert 5. And let's launch that Seahawk. Move everything else up. We'll use the Seahawk to rescue that pilot. And then we will also do some interrogating of him, too.
Engage track, 9, 5, 4, 8. Can do.
Out.
Kill track, 9, 5, 4, 8.
Come
Will
on.
do, out.
Almost within range.
Birds away. Track,
All right,
9,
let's start
5,
making this
4,
fucker
8.
evade.
4. Kill track, 9, 5, 4, 8. Affirmative, out. Missile away.
And if our AMRAAMs are going to be unreliable,
Kill track, 9, 5,
then I'll just fire more of them.
Weapon away. Track, 9, 5, 4, 8. I got him. Engage track.
Dodge
9,
this.
5, 4, 8. Will do, out. Returning to home plate. Will do.
All right.
Kill track 9, 5, 4, 8. Roger.
Affirmative. Will do. Roger, out. Emergency rocket bearing. Will do.
All right, we got him. We got him. We launched an Alamo, which should be
Will do, out.
dumb right now, but nope, it's acquired because this is the magic. Oh, that's gonna be hostile, probably. All right.
VID track 9.
How's everyone's fuel doing? You can return the base.
Returning to base. Affirmative, out.
Return the base. You guys have some fuel left.
Can do, Roger, out.
You have fuel left, so identify.
VID track 9560.
Helicopter rescue.
Can do, out.
Is it just launching? Whatever.
Will do, Roger, out. Can do. Affirmative, out.
All right, so we got them coming. Prowler, prowler, prowler.
Will do. Will do, Roger, out.
And then you were going to
Affirmative, out.
bring a little faster too. Let's see, so what are we picking you up on? Nothing. All right, so we've weathered their initial attack. I do want to see. We lost. Yep. Okay, 2 Hornets and a Prowler. Battle assessment 10%. But so far we've killed a Backfire, Frogfoot, Flanker, Foxbat, Fencer. So generally pretty high value targets as well. And we've killed more of them than they have of us. I have a feeling this airport here is the one that's launching the Iraqi aircraft. So if we take that out, we'll be able to... hold on. Oh, they have another down pilot. Okay. So we can rescue these guys, interrogate them, and then barter them later. I mean, I don't think you're technically supposed to barter them, but I mean, that's what everyone does, right? Yeah, so our casualties are what? 2 Hornets, so these are probably C variants. Yeah. 2 Hornets and a Prowler, so that would mean 4, 5, 6 dead on our side. 0.7. This guy, I'm really not feeling the peaceful vibes from. This guy, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. He's flying high enough that it's a possibility that he's a civilian, but I don't think most civilians are going to fly that low. You can see this guy was pretty high up. 33,400 feet. All right. I like how it remembers the camera view for each individual unit. Like, that's got to take some work. I think it will reset if, like, you send an aircraft back and it cycles back through the carrier and you launch again, but still, that's a fair amount of data to have in memory. You go higher.
Affirmative. Will do.
All right, they aren't reacting yet, so they might not be hostile, or they just might not be suited to air attack. Yeah, I really wish we had F4. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I really wish we had F-14s on this mission, because then we could use our Phoenix missile to outrange their Foxbats and their flankers with their adders. But we're stuck with Hornets and AMRAAMs, so an early model AMRAAMs at that. You can see they don't have the biggest range there.
VID track 9566 out.
All right, so we got a course change. I think they're gonna be hostile. Man, non-cooperative target recognition is such a great thing to have. That you don't have to get in visual range.
956. Take track 956.
All right, follow up with a Sidewinder 2, and now break off so you don't crash into the ground. Frogfoot.
Track 956.
Got him. He's taking evasive action. Hostile.
Kill track 956. Weapon away. Affirmative out. 95. Birds away. Track 956. Track. Taking track 9566 out.
All right, we've got him identified as another Frogfoot.
Splash track 9. Classified track 9515 out.
Who's got the lowest fuel? 74, 72, 70. You can probably go and return the base at this point.
Will do.
All right, switch down the cruising speed to preserve your fuel. He doesn't have much of that left.
Roger out. Out. Roger. Will do.
All right, there's our strike package of Hornets. All right, you guys, we're gonna bring in just in case.
Can do. Can do, out.
All right, we're not too much further now. I'm actually going to have you verify the identity of that chemical plant.
Roger, out.
And just to save some time, because I'm not sure if he's going to have the fuel. Yeah, my ship's automatically launching Hornets. That's weird. Because I did have some on Alert 5. I know that.
Green deck, get those aircraft airborne. Will do.
All right, we'll launch the Seahawk. I don't think we need... It looks like they've just about run out of aircraft, so I don't think we need any more stuff at Alert 5. All right, hostile airport identified.
Returning to home plate. Will do. Roger, out.
So these guys will move in, and they're going to knock that airport off the map,
Affirmative.
where we will have our revenge. Where you're transiting. You have enough fuel. Try to identify that guy.
Roger. Out.
If you can make it there. All right, and you were going to send to rescue. It's a little far.
Cannot comply.
Oh, right, he's not on the ground yet, so we can't issue the rescue order, but
Affirmative out.
we can at least send him in that direction. And you'll notice actually there's buildings here, but they aren't included. Like, we aren't seeing them on the map. That's because there is an option in order to preserve system performance that you can basically put buildings in for decoration like this and then not have them included in the scenario. So they're basically cosmetic only. You can't, as far as I know, you can't like destroy them or anything like that. And actually, cheating a little bit, but we can see a SAM site there to defend the
Can do.
that's could defend the chemical weapons plant. So we got to be mindful of that, especially with our Tomahawks inbound. Where's our... Okay, he's here.
Roger, out. Roger.
And he's emission silent, too. Because he's not showing up on...
Affirmative.
Our Prowler should be able to pick up any radar emissions, and I'm not seeing any. Now, they are really close together, but still. Hopefully, he'll have enough fuel to last. But we might have to speed up our carrier going north. All right, we're going to compress time here to make things run a little faster. Yeah, he was kind of low on fuel.
Roger, out. Can do, out.
The Tomahawks are getting closer. No sign of any air defense activity yet. Should be within range of any air defense systems they have, although I wonder if maybe they accidentally made the SAM site static too. Seems to just be passively standing by, but we did verify at least this is the chemical plant. Alright, that pilot disappeared from our screens. But it looks like this guy's heading to his last known location, which is kind of the solid thing to do at this point.
It's history. Kill
We're gonna send these guys to pound that airbase with Mavericks.
5. Affirmative.
It's toast. Engaging track 9. 5. Engaging track 5. Roger. 1. 5.
Alright, we're gonna return to base. We can't keep them on station any longer. But it looks like it's making no attempt to defend the facility. So hopefully we are in the clear. Here we go. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
Field track 9514.
All right, there's the pilot again. We can see him. So we can look here. Mission complete. Report for debrief. Chemical plant destroyed. Nothing else here. So at this point, once we deal with that airport, I think then we can start recalling our aircraft. I imagine this guy's probably the civilian airport to provide like a base for all the civilian aircraft in the mission. But we'll have to see once we ID it. So let's fast forward here now. We'll keep the prowlers on standby for a little bit, but they're pretty low on fuel, so we'll be bringing them back soon too. I don't know if this Hornet's actually going to make it all the way out there. All right, they're almost within Maverick range.
Weapon away, track 95.
There we go.
9515. Missile away, track 9.
Mavericks inbound.
5.
From which direction? That direction. Boom. All right, they do more than 25% per hit. So those 4 Mavericks, we could have sent 1 Hornet and killed this airfield. Definitely can't do that in CMO. All right, looking pretty shabby now.
Field track 9515.
All right, we'll send these guys up.
Can do.
Because they have 74 versus his 70.
Returning to home plate.
So they have a little more fuel than him. We'll return these guys to base. We could actually... We'll let this guy run up too,
Will do. Out.
just to try to identify that, but otherwise we're going to start bringing people back.
Proceeding to base. Affirmative. Return to base. Out.
Do these... Oh, they don't have radars. Interesting. All right, and you can see on land the down pilot turns into a little tent with boots sticking out from underneath. All right, so let's
Affirmative.
give him orders to rescue. All right, looks like... Oh, I wonder if they're set up to automatically populate certain stations. That might be why my carrier's launching Hornets automatically. All right, I guess we'll let them be. Everyone else is kind of returning to base. My hope is we'll be able to ID these guys. It's at the very extent of our range, but should be doable. Likewise, it looks like these helicopters will have enough fuel to reach their objectives. On some maps, how big is the... Let's see. So maybe about 600 by 600. So, and the average helicopter has a range maybe 200 nautical miles tops. So, yeah, it'll be at the extent of their round trip range, I think, but they should be able to manage it. Yeah, because notice how these guys are taking up station there where we had aircraft starting. I guess we'll just kind of let them auto-manage themselves for now. Okay, they only have another 50 miles to go. If they can make that, then we can ID that and not have to worry anymore. I think they'll be able to make it. I like how square this little bit of elevation is. All right, 62%. Yeah, they'll be able to make it at this point, so you just return the base. Honestly, oh, if it's hostile, we're going to attack it, so we may as well keep all of them here. And let's see what we got. All right, let's have one dive down and take a look.
516, can do, out.
All right, neutral airport, return the base.
Proceed to base. Can do, roger. Out.
Kind of figured, but now we know for sure. So at this point, all that's left is picking up those enemy down pilots so we can interrogate them for information. Let's see, he's at 79% fuel. I don't want to tell them to move at max speed because that might drain them of fuel fast enough that they won't be able to make it out there and get back. So kind of stuck doing our thing right now. Although what I will do in order to assist some efforts is I will launch a Viking. And we can use the powerful surface search radar on it to kind of keep an eye on those pilots and to help guide the helicopters in, since surprisingly they don't have surface search radars of their own.
Affirmative.
All right, so
Roger.
we'll bring him into where the helicopter is. There. Okay. The Seahawk's got a visual on him,
Can do, roger, out.
so that's good. Then we'll direct
Out.
our Viking over to help the other Seahawk. And unfortunately, there's no like special animation or anything for rescuing the pilot. It's just like the helicopter flies within a certain range, and then it's like, boop, you picked them up. And you can actually use the rescue command on a lot of stuff too that you wouldn't think of, like other ships, land facilities. Up, we can kind of see the little bit of Z fighting from his life raft.
Rescue down pilot.
Yep. So personnel safely recovered.
Return to home plate.
So let's return him the base. Yeah, you saw we didn't even get over him. We were within like 5 miles of him or something. Well, nothing too special, but it is a thing you can do. It's more role-playing than anything else, I think, because I'm pretty sure... I don't know if rescuing your own personnel gives you points. I don't think it does, but I know for sure, or like I'm more like 80% sure that rescuing enemy personnel does not get you points. All right, so our strike package is returning. And he's running a little low on fuel, but I think he'll still be able to get out there. So they must have done a lot of editing for this guy to have no helicopters and this guy to have no F-14s. You have to manually edit your air wing for that, because I believe it when you like place an aircraft carrier in the mission editor, or like or a cruiser in the mission editor, they come with their default air wings. So they specifically wanted to fuck you over and just give you Hornets and nothing else. Actually, do we have ES3s? We might not even have ES3s. I mean, granted, the cruiser not having stuff I'm not as mad about. No, we don't have ES3s. Interesting. Just because there's no hostile submarines on this mission, so I probably would have used the cruiser's helicopters just because he's about like 5 to 10 miles ahead of the carrier, so you would have a little better range, but...
Roger.
All right, so we're gonna set up a search box in the general area and see if we can find that.
Will do.
Whew, I thought he was gonna hit the ground there.
Roger.
Let's see if we can find that pilot. Oh, there he is.
Roger.
All right, so we will rescue that pilot.
Will do.
And honestly, this isn't necessary. I mean, I think the reason like the helicopters keep their waypoint, even though they keep going to rescue, even though you lost contact, is just because he's not going to move. Even if he ran at full speed, at the speeds everything else is flying at in this game and going at in this game, he's not going to get far. Maybe over the course of like an hour or two like this, yeah, he might move a couple miles, but that's like the difference from here to here. So especially when we can get, a surveillance aircraft on site like this, that doesn't mean much. All right, return to base. You've done your job. The helicopters should be getting close enough that they should be getting their own visual on that downed pilot. Here you can see source S3 Viking aircraft visual. So this is just telling you the sensor that's seeing it, or that's like seeing it the most, I guess you could say, getting the strongest return or whatever. So like someone right next to it looking at it is gonna take priority over, someone on the other side of the map maybe picking up radar emissions from them. Here's another Airbus flying pretty low, 4,000 feet. Normally airliners are between 20 and 40,000 feet, give or take, depending on the airliner, the route, etc. Viking somehow still has a visual on it. That's kind of interesting. Okay, now he's gone. But again, our Seahawk should be getting a visual on it any second now. Come on. There he is. So now we have Seahawk visual.
Cannot comply.
Oh.
Roger.
So rescue him, and then we can call this a day. Actually, it's really fun if we can find south here. Let's see, his heading is... Does he have a heading? I don't know if he has a heading. Okay, there's the water, so this is up. I can hear it.
Pilot recovered.
Oh, well, now we can't see it, but there he is. All right, so let's
Can do out.
return our helicopter to the base. They have more than enough fuel. These guys are starting to run low on fuel, so I'm going to just manually return them to base.
Affirmative, out. Proceeding to base. Will do. Roger, out.
It looks like our other helicopter made it back. Okay, yeah, as soon as I give them the return the base order, they're launching more Hornets, so... Heck, even our Hawkeye's starting to get a little low. Is he going to be an automatic station that... Yep. So here comes the Hawkeye. Whee! Send him up high. All right, now we can watch carrier flight ops for a while. He just disappeared. There we go. Look at that majestic view. There, now we can see the aircraft coming in and landing on it, and then once they get to the elevator, it looks like the elevator does go down. It's just the time compression is happening so fast. Slow it down here and see exactly what happens. Nope, they just disappear. Okay. So there should be, what, one more Hornet coming in? No? Okay. Nope, there it is. So now we should just have the Seahawk inbound, and he's going to be a little while yet. %, fuel, so he's running as fast as he can back home. We're advancing towards him at 15 knots. He's coming back at 83, so that's an aggregate of 98 knots closure rate between the two. And we can check, so it looks like our final mission effectiveness is going to be 92%. We killed the chemical plant, we killed a backfire, 3 frogfoots, 2 flankers, a foxbat, and a fencer. Quite the motley Air Force. We did not attack any neutrals. We also destroyed the enemy airport and the chemical plant. As far as our own platforms, we can see all their statuses there. But yeah, you can see there's nothing on there for rescuing pilots or anything like that. Maybe, I imagine like the mission reports and admiral's logs can be opened up in like a text editor or something, unless they compress it for or encode it for some reason. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll get bored and find those and open those up and see if they actually have any entries for rescuing pilots in there, or if it's purely like a flavor thing. There are a couple missions where you do have to rescue certain personnel. The campaign missions come to mind. I know the first mission has you rescuing embassy personnel from Sri Lanka. So you basically send a helicopter on a rescue mission to an embassy. But again, it's all flavor. There's no animations or anything. Yeah, there's a multiplayer mission, which is basically like you have 8 players surrounding a single down pilot, and it's a race to see who can get them first. Oh yeah, ships can also rescue too. You can notice they do have the rescue command down here. So if I really wanted to, another one? All right, we'll do this. We'll play this game. Then we can see if that actually raises my score at all or not. I don't think it will, but...
Roger.
All right, I did not think there was going to be another one.
Roger, out.
I guess we'll send him out, and I guess at this point... Oh, I have... So that blinking indicator down there basically means you have a message. There we go. So under messages, whenever you pick up a pilot, you see down pilot has been picked up, down pilot has been picked up. But yeah, whenever like intel tasking or a scripted message comes in, that little red thing there will flash. But yeah, at this point, I mean, there's no reason to make you guys watch this, so I'm going to cut here, and we'll come back once we have all the enemy pilots safely back on board the carrier in our prison cells. Alright, so we are back. As you can see, I refreshed my Hawkeye. These guys are getting close, but that's fine. I also noticed some new symbols on the map. So if you right click and go to symbol controls, you can see show PIM legs, velocity leaders, air stations, ship stations. So basically this is showing all these stations. So like this is an air station, and then these two are air stations. And you can see the aircraft assigned to it, the altitude, bearing, the owner, the range. So basically this is saying keep 2 Hornets on station, 57 nautical miles at bearing 000 from the Theodore Roosevelt at 15,000 feet with 2 Hornets on station. You know, this satchels keep E2 Hawkeye 7 nautical miles on bearing 180 from the Theodore Roosevelt at 10,000 feet. Here, the ship, we can see the Monterey should stay at a range of 4 nautical miles on bearing 270 from the Theodore Roosevelt. And then these, I believe, are waypoints for our ships here. Those are the PIM legs. I don't know what PIM stands for. Show tags. Yeah, if we want to... that will get cluttered, so that'll be something I turn on and off. Yeah, that's the PIM legs. And then velocity leaders. That's basically the tail, so to speak, on all of these, on every icon. So that's basically showing you which direction and speed. So the longer that line, the greater the speed, and then the angle just shows the direction coming in. So this is our last Seahawk coming in with that last pilot. So as soon as he touches down, we should be able to end the mission. And here he comes now. And you can see he's going to boldly land just right next to the elevator. Whee! And then as soon as he parks on the elevator, oh, hey there, the elevator actually animated and he's going down below decks. And then, of course, once he gets to the bottom, the elevator just snaps to the top and he disappears. But hey, it's something. All right, so with that, I think we can end our mission here. Mission effectiveness, 92%, so that didn't increase at all, unfortunately. Mission results, Iraqi strike. Theodore Roosevelt unharmed, Monterey unharmed, most of our stuff's unharmed. This Hornet was killed by a MiG-25 Foxbat with an R-40 air-to-air missile, minus 100 points. This Hornet was killed by a flanker. Odd that they had the Flanker D, that's the carrier variant. You'd think they'd have the Flanker Su-27 Flanker B, but... so it was killed by an Alamo missile, 100 points. I remember that being bullshit, if I remember correctly, because the flanker was already dead, so it shouldn't have been able to have anything to lock onto to paint a target. Oh, EA-6B Prowler hit ground, 100 points. Yeah, sometimes the AI is stupid, and, like, you'll see, like, your aircraft or enemy aircraft will be, like, hugging the ground, and sometimes when they're trying to chase it, your own aircraft will run into the ground. I think we saw a couple missiles that were hugging the water. It can be a little funky sometimes, so I feel like that one's not earned, but whatever. Chemical plant killed by Monterey with Tomahawk land attack missile, 2,000 points. Backfire killed by Hornet with AMRAAM, 200 points. Frogfoot killed by Monterey with SM-2 SAM, 100 points. Flanker D killed by Hornet with AMRAAM, 100 points. Foxbat killed by Hornet with AMRAAM, 100 points. Fencer killed by Hornet with AMRAAM, 100 points. Flanker D killed by Hornet with AMRAAM, 100 points. Frogfoot killed by Hornet with AMRAAM, 100 points. Frogfoot killed by AMRAAM by Hornet with AMRAAM, 100 points. We did not attack any neutral platforms and destroy chemical plant. The chemical plant has been destroyed, so the Iraqis won't be making WMDs in my watch. And you can see how they started out. Okay, so I guess that SAM site was just cosmetic after all. We got Fencers and Foxbat in the air there, and then we had the Frogfoot backfire and flanker here to launch. So they're going to launch a two-pronged attack on our little surface action carrier group. And you can see the airport launching reinforcements there with the first, the Flanker D, and then the Frogfoot, and then another Frogfoot, I thought, but maybe not. There's our Tomahawks that just did the chemical plant strike. There's our Hornets using the Mavericks, and now you can see everyone kind of coming back to base. There's our package going up to the northwest just to identify that last contact, so they should be coming back soon. We see the 3 down pilots on the map that we managed to find all of them is kind of awesome. So there's the Seahawk picking up the first one, and then we don't see that northeastern one yet, but the Seahawk's almost to the northwestern one. And now we've picked up the northwestern pilot there. And then on the way back, I think those Hornets that we just sent up, the station gets close enough because the station moves, because it's keeping a fixed range from the Roosevelt. the station's moving with the Roosevelt. So yeah, there we finally saw the down pilot. So that there's our third Seahawk. And they should be able to pick that guy up. And then he's going to turn around and come right back home. So we took more losses than I would have liked, but I think for an operation like this, especially where the enemy has the element of surprise and an advantageous position, I think these are acceptable losses, all things considered. And I think, so the operation started at 0800 hours. We finished at 1200 hours. 1209 hours, so about a 4-hour operation. And I think because of our use of prowlers, we limited casualties that we might have otherwise taken by disrupting the enemy's radar and ability to lock onto us. So all in all, and we gave far more than we got. So that mission was a success, although there are tougher missions to come. And with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there. And we'll see you then.